Hello everybody, welcome to the Sporty stream. Nice to see you all there. My name's Sporty FC. We've got some great action for you guys tonight. Some insane matches, some insane action. The Blackline Championship Series comes to this stream here. This is a Contenders Series playoff match, and oh boy, this is a good one. We've seen Dino Electronic Athletic Organization on the stream already. They play against Hydra Boosted Esports here in that upper round 2. Hydra Boosted did just get the win over Niederslav 4-2, so it's a big matchup for both these sides. It's playoffs and we'll have to see how they do here. Hydra Boosted obviously already with a little bit of playoff experience, but for them, this is going to be a tough team. Dino Electronic Athletic Organization as a side are undefeated so far this season. They have not lost yet, so going into the playoffs though, a whole different storyline for the other side. Again, the other team in Hydra Boosted. Their record 5-2. They were the second seed out of Group M. That doesn't really mean much to you guys, but obviously Dino Electronic in a different group. They went 7-0, so one of the undefeated sides here, and they got a bye into the second round. So for them, big matchup, pretty big time to show that they can do it here in the playoffs, because that's the real question at this point for these two teams. It really is for Dino Electronic. Can they do it in the playoffs? We've seen them do it in the regular season. We've seen so many teams do it in the regular season. Only their struggle when it happens. And just to talk about another team that has not been playing well in the playoffs, actually is Team Ignition. Just lost to Sky High Ascent. So that's the second best team in that's a team that is second in the group behind Dino Electronic. So for them, they've got a lot of proving to do. Obviously, they're a very solid side. They're expected to take this series, but they still need to prove it. This is a very difficult series for them. It's going to be one that will probably prove a lot. But on Electronic, or maybe not prove anything. Maybe it'll prove that they aren't ready for the playoffs. Again, it's such a tough position to be in for them. The position they're in. If we take a look at our schedule, we've already had some pretty good nice matches today. We had 2 Game 5s earlier from the Ascent Tournament Series. We had C versus Toon Enough going to Game 5. Toon Enough taking that one, preventing the reverse sweep. And then we just saw FC Barcelona with a 3-1 win over NIRV Acad. For our Apex Cup matchups. And now we have Blackline here to end off this night. Just this one series, that's it. A good one as well. Hydra Boosted Esports taking on an Electronic Athletic Organization. Such a long team name. You can hear me call them DEAO, Dino Org, Dino, or Dino Electronic. They go by tons of names. Yeah, you'll hear me a lot of times refer to them as Dino or Dino Team, so expect me to shorten that name a lot during the series. It's such a long name anyways. And this is, I'm excited for this. This is a huge playoff matchup, so but as big as things will get. So again, I'm excited for this matchup. I'm excited for this series. I'm excited for everything that it will have and pack here for us. Dino Org. And actually an org, they just named themselves. This one. They've been on the stream a ton this season, so it'll be fun to see their playoff run. We'll see how far they make it. An easy one, that's for sure. Again, just getting things sorted out here. We got the info to these teams, so they should be coming in any moment now. Obviously, both of them getting a lot of work in, getting a lot of training. I know I mentioned, and I've talked with Aura recently in the past as well from Dino Electronic about what his team was doing. And yeah, he told me basically like this team is grinding in Dino Electronic. They're ready for the playoffs, but again, grinding is one thing, doing it in the actual playoffs is another. This is a big series, and it's also a best of 7. This is a best of 7 matchup. We actually have not had one yet this season. This week for the Blackline Championship Series. It's just not out. There's a lot of matches going on. It's not easy to get these matches on the stream, especially for playoffs, but yeah, this is a playoff match. It doesn't that upper bracket again. It's best of 7. All upper bracket matches are best of 7. No matter the division. Lower bracket, though, if these teams do lose, is a best of 5. So, you know, just for anything, if you can win this, you prevent yourself from going to those best of 5s. You give yourself more time to get used to it. I think for these teams, we're going to be looking to do here. And a big matchup for both of these teams. Hydra Boosted Esports, Dino Electronic Athletic Organization. And again, I'm excited for this matchup. There's going to be a lot behind this one as these teams are about to join on in here and get ourselves started in this, again, best of 7 series. It's a long matchup. So for these teams, it's going to be a long match, but it's so important to keep that extra life as long as you can, especially in a bracket like this, because the Contender Series bracket is famous for being the biggest bracket in all of the Championship Series. By far, it is the biggest. 36 teams total, maybe? Might be around that number. And it's a ton of teams here. So, just getting sorted out for it as... Actually, let me take a look. How many? I think it's about 36 teams joining in. 36 teams in this tournament, in this final bracket. So it's a long bracket. It's a big, and it's all double limb as well. So it only makes it even longer. Okay, we're just slowly getting people in. Hydra boosted. Still waiting on that third player. They have Bacon and Decod in. So there's that. And then obviously for Dino, they got their starting players. Laura, Spoody, and Covey. Again, a big matchup. Best of 7. See you in chat there, Tommy. Hello, hello, Tommy. How you doing, buddy? Nice to see you. Hopefully you're doing well, my friend. Lotus Nirvana is going to game 5s. Yeah, I know. Lotus Nirvana is solid. That's a really so. I mean, I saw them on stream. They're very solid on us. So, hello, also in chat. Hello, Wall. How you doing? Nice to see you. Classic. We'll jump in saying hi. Hopefully your night's going well. Yeah, we're just trying to get these teams in as soon as we can here. Get these updates on where they are. We are just waiting on Hydra Boost to get their final starter in the lobby. They have 15 minutes, so we'll give them a little bit of time here to get that third player in. Again, it's Bacon and Decod right now that are in here, or Billy Bob Bacon as he goes by, but we're gonna call him Bacon for this series. As long as Decod, so again, that's 2 players for Hydra Booster. We're still waiting on that third again. They need a third player here to play in this matchup. Yeah, they should be here any moment. Again, apologies on the delays here, the slight delays. Again, everything should be sorted out, ready to go as soon as we can get it to. Again, Hydra Boost Esports taking on Dino Electronic Athletic Organization. The name's so long it doesn't even fit on the stream properly. So, this overlay does not like long names. They have one of the longest ones we found on the stream. I mean, if you take a look at our schedule, for instance, and that name breaks it a little bit. That name breaks the schedule overlay a little bit. So, yeah, that's a long name. But again, a lot of times you'll hear me call them Dino Org or Dino Electronic. Don't worry, you know which one is which. So, getting these teams in. Should be ready to go any moment here. I was just got an update. Somebody else just joined in. It is Candy by the looks of it. So, got the players in here. Side of this again, Hydra boosted side. They have Candy and Natasha in this team, so it seems like actually they have players jumping in. Oh no, someone's got a cat engine. Here we go, best of 7 series. Sorry about that. Just getting these players in here. Yeah, it is Candy joining us. So it is Candy. You might actually recognize from ZG Aces on Hydra Boosted. Well, he's not gonna have a good start hill, or it's gonna score right off the kickoff. I haven't even introduced this series all that much. This is a best of 7 Hydra Boosted Esports taking on Dino Electronic Athletic Organization. Hydra Boosted on the blue, Dino Electronic on the orange, and Dino Electronic 5 seconds in have already scored. So that's a great start for this team. And again, the question is, for Dino Electronic, are they playoff ready? Do they have what it takes to be a strong team in the playoffs? This is a whole new situation in that regular season. Unlike the regular season, you may not play next week. So the pressure's on these teams. It's one bad week and you're eliminated. That's how quickly it can be. So both these sides, you got to play on your best behavior and be on your best behavior for a very long amount of time. As Spooty, the triple looking for goal number 2, but that will be saved by Billy Bob Bacon. Covey now off the sidewall, trying to find some plays in the midfield. And one of the things about Dino Electronic that is so scary about this side is not just their aggression, but how quickly they can start that aggression. As I mentioned, their offense is quite literally an explosive one. They can sit back, they can wait for the play to come to them, and out of nowhere, it feels at times, they can break out, and you will never realize it's coming until it's a bit too late. Hydra boosted. Trying to get that offense back. Dino Electronic in front. Covey off the back wall. Here comes Aura. That one will be kept away as Candy getting bumped from behind. Dino Electronic holding that one goal lead they got in the first 5 seconds. And well, this one, they're trying to look to extend it a little bit more. Yet 1 goal lead is not safe against any team in this bracket. And, well, why not make it a 2 goal lead? Covey will do just that. Bad timing for me, I guess, there, because a little bit of an overcommit for Hydra boosted, and it's a long shot from Covey that Candy will never catch up to. Another goal for Dino Electronics' side. As Covey off the sidewall. Or jumping in, and Dino Electronic bringing in so many 50s right now. It just feels like Hydra boosted are just not at the same level, not thinking the same way this team is. And again, it's so tough to do so because Dino Electronic is such a team-oriented style. Even though, you know, this is a team of 3 solid players. What makes them so scary, what's the reason why they're 7-0, is because as a unit, they work so well together. But right now, they're getting beaten here. D-COD will go on a 1v2 mission. And this series will continue here for Hydra boosted as D-COD gets past everybody. A little overcommit from Dino Electronic. And that's all he needed there to get that little space. And boy, he put it to use. Hydra boosted will score back. And that's Dino Electronic. Trying to make some space downfield, but we kept away as Bacon. Back in by Covey. Dino Electronic looking in the midfield, but Candy will clear it away. Here comes Spooty up to the ceiling, now off the ceiling. Aura jumping, but he'll be beat by Bacon. Covey back in. Dino Electronic now looking to break into this offense as quick as possible, and they're gonna find it. Aura will smash that one in the open net. Dino Electronic, I told you, just out of nowhere, this team can all of a sudden become so tough to beat. It's an offense that quite literally jumps out at you. It's gonna be so tough for Hydra boosted to keep that offense down. But they have found a way as now Bacon off the kickoff is gonna keep Hydra boosted closing in on it. Just an overcommit there. Aura was a lot slower to that kickoff. Got under the ball, lifted it over himself, and that's about as open as the net can be for Hydra boosted. Go for a kickoff like that, one that's so aggressive in nature. You need to make sure that you don't play too aggressively, but or we'll put one right back at him. Trading kickoff goals here on game number 1 on Manfield Knights. Dino Electronic Athletic Organization back to a 2-goal lead. So far, kickoff playing a pretty big role here for Dino Electronic. Here comes Covey, looking for another one, and he's got it. It's dropped under that final defender. This is a goals fest right now for Dino Electronic. No shortage of the goals, no shortage of the scoring. As Covey does fake out that last defender, and I believe it was Andy waiting on that back line. But he wouldn't be able to get a read on it. As Dino Electronic, another one off the kickoff. And still they're looking to attack. Right off that kickoff spot, here comes Aura looking for another one. That's wide open, but Spooty won't be there in time. And Electronics still keeping the offense though. Flip reset from Spooty, won't need to use it though as Hydra boosted already panicking to get to that ball. You can just see why this Electronics team is one of the teams that is honestly quite favored to take this tournament. The Contender Series, it's so tough to pick a team that could win the Contender Series because there's so many teams in this grouping that can do it. So many teams that are still unproven against each other. They're going to play in this final bracket. Such a big league. There's so many teams. That means there's going to be so many candidates who can take this tournament championship, but Dino Electronic have to be named as one of them because they have been that good. Although DCOD has found a way past them with these 1v1 solo plays. Simply put, Dino Electronic not respecting Hydra Boosted here. That's why they are getting scored on so many times. Pushing up with a bit of disregard. Just can't do that at this level. It's the playoffs. Every team here is going to be solid. This game continues on. Hydra Boost is still getting pushed on the back row. What a demo as well. Kobe will make this 6 goals for Dino Electronic. Their defense may have had some issues, but their offense definitely hasn't. It has been firing on all cylinders. This is about as one-sided as a game one can get. As Dino Electronic just scoring goal after goal without stoppage. Here's another play. That one kept out by DCOD. Hydra boosted Esports. Attack, but this one off the corner. DCOD. Spooty challenging it there. Candy now. He's missed this one. It does mean Aura's gonna miss as well, but still great control from Dino Electronic. They're not gonna let this ball get any more dangerous for them. Here comes Kobe. That one going towards the net. Candy will keep it out, but you feel like Dino Electronic still have one more goal left within them here for game number 1. Hydra Boost again have been that badly outplayed here. There's not much they can take out of this game 1 that has been good for them. As there comes in that goal. Or will have 4 this game. Added with an assist. He's involved with 5 of the 7 goals. But for Dino Electronic as a team, this is how they've been playing these matches so far this season. It feels very similar to their regular season matches and how dominant and how calm this team really is. Simply put, there's not many teams that can really keep up to them, and for good reason. The Dino Electronic side has some insane chemistry. They're only looking to continue that here as Aura looking for Kobe, challenged by DCOD. They can try to keep it out, but pressure for Dino Electronic has just been too much for Hydra Boost. Sure, they had 3 goals, but 7 the other way. Almost 8 there with that touch. Dino Electronic Athletic Organization will thoroughly destroy the Hydra Boosted Esports here in game number 1. And again, there's not much the Hydra Boosted could really take out of this game that was all that positive for them. It was just that bad for this side. But the one good thing they can talk about is the fact that they did well on these 1v1 plays. That DCOD specifically, definitely an offensive leader right now. Definitely someone that they can utilize, because every time he got upfield, he found ways to make magic happen. He found ways to get past these Dino Electronic players. He has to just do it again and again, and for Hydra Boosted, they really got to work on that defense. Only 3 saves. There was 7 goals on 16 shots for Dino Electronic. You just can't let that many shots in against you. For Hydra Boosted, it's not even about saving the ball more. It's about keeping the ball out of their nets and keeping the shots away from their nets. If they have any chance of taking this series, it's going to come down to playing good defense. Game number 2, it's a clean slate here for Hydra Boosted. No more massive 7-3 scoreline anymore, but still the pressure's pushing, and Hydra Boosted will take goal 1. It's DCOD to put in the back of the nets. Hydra Boosted with their first lead of the series. A bit fitting it comes here at the start of game 2 after game 1 that was so desperately terrible for them. Now it's their time to see if they can inflict some damage here on Dino Electronic. Very rarely do teams ever find a time to even do that in a match against this team, but already Hydra Boosted have the opportunities. A Spooty now. Great beat there. Will be Candy to jump up for it. He'll keep it away, but Hydra Boosted getting pushed over here, and now as nets open for Spooty off the back wall for Aura, but Bacon will meet them. And Dino Electronic will have to search again, but to no avail. They'll be stopped there on that offensive chance, and again, Hydra boosted. Doing well here to slow down Dino Electronic. Here in game number 2. Again, that's kind of what they're looking for right now, just to slow this team down at Dino Electronic. Make them start to maybe second guess themselves a little bit more. So much of the playoffs is a mental battle. There's the goal. It comes eventually from Spoody. Of course, at the worst time possible when I was taking a drink of water. I know Electronic, though, with a great infield pass over to Spoody, and I just boosted. Oh, Decal, he was nearly there. He just overshot it a little bit. But the nice thing is, it took a long time for Electronic to get that goal. It took a long time for them to find that net. Now's their chance to see if they can, you know, really slow down Dino Electronic, get another goal against them, and, you know, keep this game close. Because if it's a closer battle, Hydra said actually has a very good chance of taking it. Again, it is the playoffs. There's a lot of pressure on these teams to perform well. It'll be on them to have good results, to play their style. Again, with it only being double elimination, again, one bad week could be your last in the Blackline Contender Series. That's how scary this kind of a bracket is. It's not single elimination scary, but it still feels just the same because some of these teams do play multiple matches a week. And again, the nice thing, fortunate about these upper bracket teams is they have the best of 7, so they have more time to recover. As Kobe will score right here for Dino Electronic, giving themselves the lead. What's also good about this part of the upper bracket is you have less matches than the teams in the lower brackets, so you don't have to play as often. You have less chances of losing in the upper brackets, if you will. This game continues on, and even so, even with Dino Electronic getting scored on first, it's still them who are finding the way ahead, finding the leads, finding the better pressure. And just look at this passing. Can anybody stop this team? I really don't know if anybody can stop them right now. I mean, this is what they're known for. Dino Electronic with some beautiful teamwork, and again, this team has made themselves one of the best in the Contender Series because of how they do it. Again, I've been fortunate enough to see this Dino Electronic side. This is no surprise. This is not them peaking. No, this is them playing their playstyle. It's just that tough to stop. Dino Electronic, such a solid roster. As another game just seems to be getting away from Hydra boosted. Last game was 7-3. This one might be a lot worse for them. Electronic Athletic Organization, or DEAO, finding the space they need to make things work. Unfortunately for Hydra Boost, it's you know, they are allowing a lot of space. It's mostly because I guess most teams, they aren't giving that much space to them, but Dino Electronic takes everything you give them, and they take it as that should have been a goal for Aura. An open net whiff there, and already for Dino Electronic not to score on that kind of a chance, but unfortunately for her, his team's up by 3 goals. He does not have to score at this point. For Hydra boosted again, that's that lead that they had at the start of the game. It's basically forgotten at this point. It doesn't matter. It's not affecting them in any way anymore. Dino Electronic continues to score. Aura's got another hat trick this game. He had 4 goals last game. He's got 3 already, and we still have over a minute to go here. This is starting to become quite a one-sided matchup. Dino Electronic paving the way to victory, and Kobe will look for another Aura. Has already jumped in. Spoody will have to wait back as Decod again does so well to beat these players 1v1. He'll look to do it again. Here's a dribble, gets past him, but challenged by Kobe. Dino Electronic definitely playing a little safer around Decod. I think they realize that he's a pretty solid player against them here, and he definitely knows how to take them on. Better to try to keep your distance from him. and just play smart. Exactly what they're doing this game. Again, they're really shutting down the only player last game for Hydra Boosted that I like a player that really could step up to Dino Electronic. Other than that, it's been smooth sailing as almost a 6th goal. Still in front, Spoody will challenge, but Candy will keep it out. Hydra Boosted. Playing some strong defense at the end of the game, but it doesn't matter. It's a 5-1 difference. Just like last game, this one is quite one-sided. Another 4-goal difference to win these series, except actually now it's 5 goals as Spoody will put in his second. Dino Electronic, a 6-1 scoreline. Another embarrassing loss for Hydra Boosted again. They just cannot keep up with the pressure against them here. Dino Electronic will take game 2 just about as dominantly as game 1 was. It was 7-3, now it's 6-1. The total goals 13-4 in favor of Dino Electronic. No wonder they're so dominant here. And already, I think this Hydra Boosted side is going to go for a substitute. Did see in the middle of that game, Itachi joined. So, El Itachi, or Itachi as he's usually called, coming in. And yes, Candy Itachi is not the same Itachi. That's Candy. I don't know why he's done that to his name, but we are going to continue. Again, I think Itachi's the one who's subbing in now. So, this Hydra Boosted Esports side already reaching the substitutes. These first 2 games have been absolutely horrible for them. I think a lot of it just has to do with mentality-wise. Those matchups where it's very exhausting. It's no surprise to me to see them have to do this. Go to game number 3, a substitute here for Hydra Boosted Esports in Itachi. And yeah, again, him and Candy, their teammates on Zenith Gaming Aces, who play in that Apex Cup. They have not had the best season so far, but definitely is, again, something interesting to talk about with these 2 players. They have been teammates for a while, so again, not too surprising to see them working together here in this kind of a matchup, but unfortunately, it comes at a rather bad time for themselves here because this series has already felt like it's kind of gotten away from them. They still have time to come back in it, but how bad these first 2 games are, Hydra Boosted's got to do a lot to change this series around. Right now, this just is not it. You know, Electronic continuing their confident push upfield as Covey. In front is Candy. And Electronic will wait back as here comes Spoody. Down the field is Aura, but still Hydra Boosted are challenging. Here's Itachi to the back wall. Spoody's already up, and Electronic will give Hydra Boosted no time on offense. Hydra Boosted gonna suffer a lot on the boost totals. How fast Dino Electronic wants to play against them, and how fast they are going to play against them. Hydra Boosted's going to have a lot of resources at their use here that they're going to have to expend getting to these challenges, but fortunately they have Sun so far. But what a great play from Aura, and Covey just so happens to be there. Oh, that's some great vision from Covey, or maybe just some fortunate placement. I think it's just a little bit of fortune there. He was staying upfield looking for boost, and the ball just so happens to fall straight to him. Aura's clear will end up being an assist. And Covey will take goal 1 for Dino Electronic. As out of the kickoff, Spoody to make it goal 2. Almost got past Itachi, but will be kept away as now Aura. Up is Covey, this one. Saved away by Candy, and Hydra Boosted right now. Getting some plays upfield, but little more than fleeting glances at that net. Dino Electronic Athletic Organization, again, have successfully stopped this team from scoring ever since that end of game 1. It's just been very minimal on offense for Hydra Boosted. Again, it's made this series even tougher for them. The fact of the matter is, in game 1, they still had offensive. They had goals. They had something they could cling on to, just seeing if they could improve on that defense. Now that their offense is gone, there's not much else to really say about Hydra Boosted Esports. Yeah, it's one of those unfortunate situations where one team is just simply outplaying the other. Spoody, dribble, getting around Bacon now. Itachi jumping in, but still Spoody's challenging Aura now. This one going high. Itachi leaves it for Bacon, although a backflip will slow down the advance here of Hydra Boosted Esports. Aura wanted to go for the flip reset there, but will be challenged. Still an open net, but he's just gonna take it right to the back of the net. Dino Electronic Athletic Organization will double their lead to 2, and this is just a slow expanse here. This has not been as high scoring as the last couple games have been, but still just as dominant for Dino Electronic. They have the control, and I think a lot of it right now is just them learning a little bit more about this Hydra boosted esports playstyle. You know, how do you play against it? Slowly they're figuring out the puzzle pieces, unlocking the playstyle here. Hydra boosted esports having to meet their match here in Dino Electronic. A Spoody whips it up. Now we'll find Covey off the sidewall. Candy bumped out. Aura's gonna shoot, and he will score another goal for Dino Electronic. And I apologize for this match being kind of boring, honestly. I thought it was gonna be a little closer than this. An unfortunate situation. But it is what it is sometimes. Hydra boosted esports, still no goals this game. They've been able to score every single game thus far, but maybe this is their first one not taking a win. Would it be a surprise? That would be if they don't take a win here. Sorry, not a win, a goal here. I don't think it's a surprise that they haven't been able to get much of anything to go on offense with how Dino Electronic have played so far. It's still just as suffocating as ever. And even though Hydra Boost have made that change and, you know, forced Dino Electronic to play a little slower, try to learn this playstyle again that Hydra Boost is bringing to them, it hasn't made a difference in how confident Dino Electronic are and how often they're going to score goals. Dino Electronic looking for number 4. What a fake there from Aura, but actually nobody was there to read up with them. Spooty was expecting a shot there, I think, from Aura. And here they go. It's a cut. It's Candy. Almost an Itachi. It's Candy. We'll find that one. It's the free play off the back wall. Nobody on Dino Electronic able to get to it. And yeah, rarity that you see them miss that. But Hydra Boosted are going to score this game. Won't go with another. Won't go with a shutout just yet this series. Dino Electronic though, and now only a 2-goal difference. But again, this team is still extremely confident. This one down the field, Covey. He'll find Spoody, and that's going to be number 4 for Dino Electronic this game. If you had any doubt in this team, well, I can tell you that doubt is gone now. As Dino Electronic score again. In this game again, it's going to be thoroughly over. Dino Electronic are going to be on quadruple match points. More chance to take the series, but I think they may only need one with how this offense has been going for them so far. Series is very likely going to end in a sweep unless Hydra Boosted can pull something out miraculous, because it's not happening this game. It just isn't happening this game. Spoody's got a hat trick here. He's got 3 goals, and then Electronic. I mean, this is pretty brutal for them. Really a tough position to be in here if you're a Dino Electronic. And I think what makes this even worse for Hydra Boosted, actually, I just got a report, they played a playoff match already in a different league, in the Amateur Gaming League. They played against Hunter's and El Calanton, and apparently they lost that series in a 4 sweep. I got a message about that from the El Calanton captain in Krill, so the fact of the matter is, if Candy played in that match too. The fact of the matter is, if they've already lost already tonight, then I could see why they might be feeling a bit demoralized by this point. How badly this match is going for them. That's Dino Electronic only 1 game away from taking this series in a sweep. Again, I've seen some pretty bad one-sided series for Dino Electronic. I'm surprised that this series has been this one-sided, even though it's because it's in the playoffs. And Dino Electronic, this is their first time playing in this playoff circuit, so here we go. Game number 4 here, Dino Electronic Athletic Organization on the verge of taking a sweep here in their first playoff match together in the Blackline Championship Series. 5 minutes to go here, and again, we'll see if Hydra Boosted has anything left, any confidence at all. It just feels like this team has ran out of it at this point. This has been a series where they've been worn down so much so far. I mean, the amount of goals we saw, I think it's, what, 18 goals? Compared to, like, 5 on the other side. It's been absolutely insane how dominant Dino Electronic have been in this matchup. But I guess, to be fair, I shouldn't be that surprised with how they've been playing this season. Another team that swept Team Ignition, who's, again, the second best team in their group. So, the fact of the matter is, if they're beating them that badly, as we are getting a call here for a lobby reset. So that goal will not count here. Hydra Esports did stop playing, so we will see what the issue is with their lobby, but and they are calling for a lobby reset. We're going to quickly reset for game number 4 here for Hydra Boosted Esports. So again, let me make sure we get these teams back in here. As again, we're going to get these teams back in. My apologies on that. Again, our series is currently feel favor. We're going to actually reset that whole game. All for that lobby reset. That goal will not count from Dino Electronic, but we will get these teams back in as soon as we can. Okay, a quick call for a lobby reset will be granted here to Hydra Boosted Esports. Again, we'll get back into this as soon as we possibly can here. As there we go, everybody's back in. So we're gonna restart here. Game number 4. Once again, Dino Electronic only 1 game away from taking the series in the playoffs. But apologies on that, but we have reset game number 4 here to see if this will be a better lobby for Hydra Boosted Esports. Dino Electronic Athletic Organization look to pick off from where they left off in game number 3. Get right to scoring. And it's going to be tough again. Hydra Boosted Esports. We still hope for, and just to take even a single game in this series. Even that means going to the lower bracket, getting 1 game might be enough for them to have a little bit of confidence going in that lower bracket, knowing that they could make that run. Again, so far, they've only had the lead once this series, I believe. Again, that was at the start of game 2. We all know what happened in that game. It ended 6-1, so pretty bad ending for them, and it's only going to get bad here in game 4 as already Dino Electronic 1 goal up from Kobe, and actually a pretty impressive shot from him. This is not an easy angle to put, so when Hydra Boosted have covered that corner, but he gets just enough on it to sneak it past Candy. Dino Electronic with the first strike. Hydra Boosted Esports is looking for a response, but Itachi's in an early shot. Will be stopped there. Now Candy. Or won't have him. Play about Bacon. The flick. Cleared back by Covey. And Electronic staying up is Spooty. Itachi will keep it away. Hydra Boosted Esports. Again, meeting a solid match here in Dino Electronic. A team that is doing a lot of things better than them. What can Hydra Boosted do here to get the offense? I have to think it would be a lot of passing. Either that, or maybe they find demos, something unique. Dino Electronic hasn't yet experienced this series. Right now, they're trying the same things over and over again, and it's just not working. Spooty will fly right in, and it's Dino Electronic now up by 2. This pressure on both these sides continues. Dino Electronic Athletic Organization, as dominant as any team out here is going to be, it is them who can find the so much to go and root for as Aura. Oh my, that's a bit of showing off at this point for Dino Electronic. A beautiful second shot. I don't know how in the world Aura got that, but to be fair, I've seen him hit those kind of things before. I guess I shouldn't be that surprised. Great shot from Dino Electronic. Yeah, at this point, I think it's a bit of showing off. At this point, why not show off? Because you're leading by 3 at this point. There's 3 minutes left. Make that 4 now with Covey. And Electronic are just gonna run away with this game, it looks. Again, just a series that has gone bad from the start for Hydra Esports, and it's only gotten worse now that we've gotten to this game. And what was the scoring? 7 goals to 3, then it was 6-1, then it was 5-1. I think it was 5 goals only scored by Hydra. That's not even that terrible for shooting in a series like this. It's not great, but it's not bad. Yeah, but look at the goals with Dino Electronic. It was 7, 6, and 5. So it's 18 goals on their side. Added with these 4, it's 22 so far this series. And again, we're probably going to be ending our final game here with probably even more goals for Dino Electronic. With again how dominant their offense has been, they'll only be looking for more goals. Really, I think making a statement here in this playoff bracket that they are prepared to take on anybody. As a powerful touch from Covey, trying to go for a backwards flip shot. Booty now. Or initially jump for it, but will not keep going. And Electronic, though, looking for number 5, and Covey won't get a double tap to try to find that assist to Aura, who is waiting in the midfield. And Dino Electronic trying to find that breakthrough. Spooty won't have it. And Electronic will wait in the midfield. Covey beaten by Bacon. Booty now. Geared back in by Candy, and Hydra Boosted looking for 1 goal this game. At least something that they can take here. Again, they have not been shut out in any of the games so far this series. They've scored at least 1 goal every single game in the 3 that we've already seen. Love to keep that streak at least going into game number 4 here to prove that they at least have something here that can take down Dino Electronic, even if it isn't that much. But Aura going to put this one in front and trying to set up his team for another shot on target. Won't be able to break through there, but still they try, still they push on. Dino Electronic at this point, I think the series has already been confirmed, but the number of goals they're going to score has not, and I will see if they get a couple more at the end of this game, just for good measure. Still on offense as Booty. What a touch. There's Covey, and that's just off the post. And Electronic nearly found their way through as Aura beat by Candy. Bacon. Ooh, a second touch, looking for some offense, but he won't get very far. Now here comes Covey. Aura leaving it. Spooty. The shoot doesn't run long, and Candy will get the save. Just looking to let this game end as quick as possible, I think. Hydra Boosted at this point, they don't even care, I don't think, if they score. They just want this game to be over. It's been an absolutely horrible day for this team. Specifically for Candy, who is, again, already lost in the Amateur Gaming League earlier today on Purple Monkey Shine's stream in the Amateur Gaming League, and then that league is single elimination, so he's out of that tournament. For Blackline, their life of safety, their extra life of safety here that they have in the upper bracket, that's going to be gone too. Dino Electronic will take it away from them, send them to the lower bracket, and into lower round 2, where the best of 5s will be played. So, for Hydra Boosted Esports, this tournament is about to get a lot more difficult for them because those best of 5s go by quickly. And they make for more chance for upsets, and especially for a team that goes down to that lower bracket. This, in winners round 2, after already having a win, it can be so tough to, recover from that loss. And unfortunately for them, they're going to have to do so because this game is well and truly over. Dino Electronic Athletic Organization scored 22 goals that series. Their opponents in Hydra Boosted Esports only scored 5. That's how dominant this was. A 4-0 sweep. There's no questions, I think, that are unanswered now. Dino Electronic are ready for the playoffs. They've prepared for these moments. What a start it is. A dominant beginning here for them. They're going to take that series quite quickly. A 4-0 sweep. Most brutal playoff matches they've had in a very long time. Fortunately, yeah, they're going to be the ones that are the victims from it. So we'll get a little chat here with Dino Electronic, specifically Aura. He loves to join in for these, so let's go chat with Aura. I know you've joined on this stream before, Aura, but this time you join again, and this match felt extra special for you guys. A 4-0 sweep in the playoffs. You guys got that bye through round 1. It obviously didn't make a difference, though, because you guys came out strong, and you mentioned before the series to me, about how confident you guys were going to be. And obviously, that confidence is now proven. So, How's it feel now to finally get to play your first playoff match for the Blackline Championship Series?
It felt very good, and all the boys were definitely on point tonight, so it was a very good, clean win, I would say.
It definitely is. Again, a 4-0 sweep over Hydra Boost Esports. You had mentioned that you weren't really all too nervous about the matchup, just more, I think, on that pressure. Was there any pressure, in that first game at all? Because it did feel like Hydra Boost, and that game was the one where they had the best offensive chances. Was there any pressure on you guys, or did you kind of truly back in on the amount of work, the amount that you have, of practice you guys have had, the amount of scrims you guys have had in preparation for this series?
They definitely came out strong in game one. I think we had a couple defensive errors, but we cleaned it up, and then the rest of the games really transitioned smooth. Cypher was in the back, making sure we didn't get in our own heads.
It definitely is, and I mean, again, you get to keep going. You now keep your upper bracket life. You stay in the best of sevens too. Was the fact that if you lost, you went to the best of fives, best of five matches? Did that ever come into you guys' mind during that series? Or was that one of the reasons why you guys wanted to take the series so badly?
I actually didn't know that it
Yeah,
was
lower bracket's best of five.
that's
You just
best
sent
five.
Hydra Boosted to play now have to play two best of fives to get out of the best of fives to stay in the tournament. So, uh,
Good to know.
yeah, I'm assuming that wasn't on your mind then during that series.
Nope. We had no clue. We thought it all upper and lower best of
Nope.
sevens.
Nope. The lower round 1, 2, and 3 are all best of 5 in the Contender series. So yes, losing here actually would have mattered for you guys a lot. But
Yeah.
does escaping the best of 5s, now that you know that they're down there, does that make you guys feel pretty good about this? Because best of 5s produce a good amount of opportunities for upsets.
Yeah, definitely. I know we had a couple series in the best of fives where like they got a little dicey, but we still came out on top. But best of sevens definitely feel good because it gives us time to settle into our play style and everything. We felt really good throughout that whole series.
Of course, and I mean next week you guys get to play against the winner of uh, Calgary Esports United and Stargazers Ixia. That match is, I don't know if that match has been played yet or not, but Calgary, another undefeated side, very likely are going to be the ones that you're going to be playing against. So playing against another undefeated side, you've not really had to play against another undefeated team yet in this bracket. Obviously, Hydra Boosted, not undefeated. So to play against the undefeated side in the bracket, how important is this next match for you guys against Calgary? Because it feels like that match is going to be much tougher for you guys and much more telling of how your playoff bracket will go.
Yeah, it definitely should be a tougher matchup, but the boys will always be ready for the game. And, I really enjoy playing with my team, so I know we'll come out strong and give our best no matter what.
Yeah, and obviously you can see at the top there, Team Silence. That's the team that you want to play against. Is there anything you want to comment about, about Team Silence? Because I know at the end of the season, you said you wanted to play against this team badly. Are you still looking forward to playing against them potentially in the winners semifinals?
Yes, they definitely look like a solid team, so that's going to be a good matchup. Hopefully, it all depends on who plays better on the day. I feel like with a lot of these undefeated teams, so us included, like we can have a bad day and lose. So this is not, out of the question.
It definitely isn't. We've seen on the stream so many times undefeated sides have good playoff runs, then fall apart. It's 1 week a bad play can end your season in the Contender series. It's that quick. It's that brutal. It is not an easy bracket, and so for you guys, getting this win here is pretty important. Get yourself into the playoffs, get yourself ready for it, and continue your work to improve here. Again, thanks so much for joining our 4-0 sweep over Hydra Boosted Esports. I'll be honest, that was a pretty one-sided series. That's probably one of your most one-sided series yet, and we've had a couple pretty
Yeah,
bad ones for you guys in the past when it comes to being one-sided. So I think the goals was 22-5 in total. So
yeah.
it
We
was
before
it was
this
rough.
before this game, all three of us like we weren't playing like together per se, but we were all warming up and scrimming and doing a whole bunch of stuff. So we were all pretty warm going into the game.
Well, you definitely are, and you definitely prove that. Again, you guys should be considered as one of the playoff favorites still. Congratulations on your winning over Hydra Boost Esports. Before you go, or any shoutouts that you want to say, any final statements for the stream? I know you've been here before, so you might be all the same, but still, you deserve that courtesy. So, is there anything you want to say?
A shout out to my team and shout out to Coach Seth for always being there for the boys.
Again, thanks so much for joining, Aura. Had an amazing rest of the night, and I have a feeling we'll be seeing you guys again very soon.
Have a good one, Sporty.
Again, that was Aura there of an Electronic Athletic Organization, a 4-0 sweep. That was very one-sided, but it is what it is sometimes. We're gonna get a raid here to end off our night. What a ending it was. A 4-0 sweep. Dino Electronic are ready for the playoffs. That's it from me. We got the ATS Legends Cup 1 starting tomorrow, so you'll be seeing me stream a lot of that action. For now, though, from my streams, Sporty FC, thank you all so much for joining. Have a great night. We'll see you soon.